We are coming to you will see here that we should start with book 3, lesson 1, no, book 3A, part A. Instead of part A, we are starting with part B. Why? Why are we starting with part B? Fine. So I will explain you, inshallah. And I have done little homework, but I would like to tell you something. See, I always reflect on my time of learning Arabic, the struggles that I made. So many times I was very, very disappointed. At times I felt I will never be able to learn Arabic. It's very difficult, very difficult. But if the teacher is very farsighted, intelligent, I was very fortunate. I had Abu Muaz, my teacher in Jordan. He was one of the best teachers I've ever had in my life. You know, Allah made it possible for me, or made it possible for him to come into my life. And I learned so many things. Everything that I know started from him. And when I completed my studies in the university, because I had struggled, I used to struggle even in the lessons from university. The books are very difficult. The books are very difficult. All day long, I'm sitting and trying to understand. It was not easy. Not easy. So then I took private lessons from Ustad Abu Muaz, and then he made me updated into my course in the Madina. And wherever I went in those days, I always took Madina books with me for some reason. So once I finished everything, then I told Ustad Abu Muaz, please teach me Madina book. I want to learn Madina book from you. I could not understand book 3 at all. And then when he opened the pages and he wanted to explain me, he saw I was confused. I could not understand. Immediately he realized my shortcomings. My shortcomings were that I did not understand the derived forms of 3-letter verbs. I did not understand. So then he took the initiative to teach me all the derived forms of the verb before we started again studying book 3. So how is it that Dr. Abdul Rahim does not teach us the derived form of the verbs in the first lesson of book 3, not even book 2? So where are we going to learn now? Where are we going to learn? See, the way the Madina books are designed, there are 15 lessons in part 1 and 16 lessons in part 2, you know. See, we have now 4 parts of Madina books. Part 1, part 2, then part 3A, and then part 3B. When people go to Madina University from all over the world, they are absolutely clean slate. They don't know Arabic. So they are always taught for 6 months, 1 semester, part 1, second semester, part 2, Madina book part 2, third semester, which is next year, 2 years course. The first part is Madina book part 1. And then the second part is Madina book, part 2. Now, I was taught the way I mastered it, and I want to do the same thing. I've been doing this for the last 20 years. Madina books are beautiful, but you need a teacher to guide you. If you don't have a teacher, then the matters could be very frustrating, very frustrating. So what happened, my brothers and sisters? I studied everything through my teacher, Abu Muaz. May Allah always be pleased with him. The lesson 16, the first lesson in part 2. The first lesson in part 2, brothers and sisters, in Madina book 3b, the first lesson, this is where Dr. Abdurrahim is teaching us the derived forms of the verb. Now I ask you a question. What I'm going to do from lesson 1 to lesson 15 in Madina book part 3a, what I'm going to do? Who's going to teach me? It's confusing. I had tried it many times. I opened the Madina book, I read the first page and I say, no, I can't understand. I can't understand. You can try it at home. If you have Madina book, you can try the first lesson, second lesson. How much do you understand? Not much, not much. Maybe it's very frustrating. But because that is the style of Dr. Abdurrahim, the onus is on the teacher to explain everything. So the derived form of the verb, 3-letter verb, they start from lesson 16 and they end in lesson 25. During that time, lesson 16 to lesson 25, every lesson is one form of 3-letter derived form of verb. Every lesson is derived from of 3-letter words. So lesson number 16, this is where we start. So now I want to teach you derived forms of the verb. They are not in the beginning of Madina book. They are in the part 3b. So this is where I am going to start. And I will start you as much as I can, brothers and sisters, as much as I can. But you must understand one thing. I will not teach you in detail. I will give you an initial knowledge, you know. For example, if you are a visitor to Toronto and you are my relative or my friend, so I take you around the city and show you only from little far. Oh, this is our city hall, and this is your bus terminal, and this is your museum, and this is your CN Tower, and this is your Lake Ontario, and all these things I just point out to you and tell you few things about it, not in detail, few things about it, so that you have an idea what kind of a city Toronto is. So I am going to give you a cursory glance through these verbs, but my cursory glance will be also very useful, very useful, very useful to you. So I start from here. I'll be jumping here and there. Here, I have made this my own notes here. See, I've drawn here, brothers and sisters, I have drawn here 3 3 rooms. These are 3 rooms. This is a house that has been permitted by the city to be built for the 3 members of the family. Who are these 3 members of the family? Fa'ala. The house of Fa'ala. What have been studying throughout the book 1, Madina book 1, book 2. So this is the house of Fa'ala. 3 radicals, that's it. But when you come to lesson 16, the Dr. Abdurrahim is teaching us the other verbs, which are derived from 3-letter verbs by adding something into it, you know. Mazid fihi means something is added to it. So this is our house. And I want to invite and I want to extend the meaning of it. I want to have different meanings from the root of the verb. So Arabic language is so beautiful. It doesn't have to go outside to make the new verbs. The new verbs are made from the root, adding something, and that gives a different shade of meaning. And that gives them a different shade of meaning. So the first form, my brothers and sisters, one second, maybe if I can find that other page, if I can, I sent you all of these things. I'll still send you again. I'll send you more time. Brother Yusuf Jamal helped me a lot. Whatever I requested him, he made it for me. Where did it go? Fail, handout, knowledge, Madaria. No. Yes, here, numbers. See here, we have fa'ala. This was what I was looking. This is in one of the books of Dr. Saib. Fa'ala, which is the root, fa kalima, and kalima, lam kalima. Fa kalima, and kalima, lam kalima. I've been saying you that this is the base form or root form. But see, Dr. Abdurrahim says this is form number 1. So we will also call it form number 1. Fa'ala, only fa'ala, pure 3-letter verb is form number 1. Then we come to form number 2. Fa'ala, form number 3. Fa'ala, form number 4. Af'ala, form number 5. Tafa'ala. So same thing is added. Do you see? This is 3-letter. This becomes 4 letters, 4 letters, 4 letters. These are 5 letters, 5 letters, 5 letters. Do you see here? 5 letters. And then we have here also 5 letters. And in here, there are 6 letters. So as we add, we change. Now, the house of Fa'ala, which city has given us the permission to make it. Now this is Fa'ala is form 1. See, form 1. Fa'ala is form 1. I have sent you a very important handout, which is in the form of a YouTube lecture. Brother, when I was recording all these things in Talimul Islam in 2006, 2007, because the course was from Ramadan to Ramadan. So in that course, I finished book 2, and it took me 15 DVDs. 15 DVDs. I did not go into book 3 immediately. I made one more DVD. The time of that DVD is 4 hours and about 10 minutes. It took me 2 days. We used to meet from 9 to Zohar, in between taking a break. So I made that special DVD, which is DVD number 16, and I requested Brother Yusuf Jamal to make these DVDs lesson-wise. So the 16th DVD, the lesson-wise, it is the explanation of the derived forms of 3-letter verbs. Now that DVD is so interesting, and I would like you to watch it 4 hours. You cannot watch 4 hours. And when you watch it, take a book with you so you can note down the salient points, and I want to do it. It may take 2 sessions starting from next week. It may take 3 sessions, but this is most essential. This is most essential part of you learning everything. Then we will start the actual lesson 1 of book 3, part 1. And I assure you, you will all be smiling. You will be loving it. You will understand every sentence from there, inshallah. But before we go there, we have to learn the derived forms of 3-letter verbs. So this is what we are studying today. The city has given us a permission to build a house with 3 rooms only. 3 rooms only. Watch that DVD. I've sent you again before, but I will send you again. I don't mind sending you one more time. If you have duplicate, then delete it. Very important DVD. To me, that is a very important. So in my classes, I used to, after finishing book 2, start learning the derived forms of 3-letter verbs, starting from form 2. This is form 1. Fa'ala is form 1. Where is form 2? I will hear. So we are going to build a house, and I want to invite somebody to live with me. The city said, no, you are only 3 members in the household. You got 3 rooms. You cannot extend the house. So after quite a bit of beseeching and requesting how important this is for us to have a little room. So city says, okay, have a little room. So this is the little room we are building here. Maybe I should make a little bigger room. Do you see here? Now I made another room here, and I put here Ain. So now it becomes 4 letters. In the house, there are 4 rooms, 3 big rooms and 1 small room. So this is form 2. How will you pronounce it? Fa'ala. Fa'ala. Fa kalima. Ain with sukun. Ain with fatha, and then lam. Together, this will have a shadda. Fa'ala. Did you see that? Fa'ala. Okay. So this is what is the form 2. Form 2 is fa'ala. Fa'ala. Okay. Now, either we call it form 2, or there's another nice name for it, Bab Tafa'il. This I learned from grammar books written in Urdu language from India, Pakistan, they don't use Form 2. This is where we use Form 2. In the Middle East, we used to have Form 2, but they never use this in the Middle East. But this is in India, Pakistan, Bab Tafail. It means that you are giving them a proper name with the master. So every form, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 has another name, which is the pattern of the master. I thought that was a very cute idea. So by remembering Form 2 as a Bab Tafail, you already know the pattern of the master. You already know the pattern of the master. So it will be very easy. So we are starting first, whatever time I have, I'll teach you a little bit. Allama. Huh? What is the root of it? Form 1. Alima. Huh? Alima, the meaning is to know. Alima yalamu, Form 1. Huh? Then you change it into allama. Huh? The meaning changes. Alima, to know. Allama, to teach. Allama, how many letters are there now? 4. Remember, 4 letters. When the 4 letters comes, the alamatu mudariya gets a dhamma, you. When the 3 letters are there, the alamatu mudariya is a fatha. Alima ya'lamu. Allama yu'limu. And then you make amar alim. Okay? And so, and what is the master? It is on the pattern of taf'ilun, ta'limun. Allama, to teach, you alim, then alim, master, ta'limun, and then ism fa'il is mu'alimun. Mu'alimun, say very easy. Remove you and put mu there. Mu'alim, teacher. Mu'alam, one who's being taught, which is the student, but we don't say mu'alam. We can say teacher, ana mu'alimun, but we don't say ana mu'alamun, no. We say ana talibun. But mu'alam is also a talib, but it is not used. But you can make it. Ana mudarrisun also comes from the same darrasa, yudarrisu. Ana mu'alimun, I am a teacher. Okay, so that is the way we are going to learn, my brothers and sisters. It's very beautiful, and inshallah you will love it. You will love it. I have written here, I only practiced with this one first, and then you should watch the video, please. I request you, if you really want to succeed, then that is the proper method of studying. We learn the mazid fihi forms, the basic ideas, because when we go to books, Madina book 3, lesson 16, then we will learn everything in detail. We will learn everything in detail. But right now, we just have a basic idea. So, allama, huwa allama, huma allama, allamu, allamu. Hiya allamat, huma allamata, hiya allamat, huma allamata, hunna allamna, hunna allamna, anta alamta, antuma alamtuma, antum alamtum, antum alamtum, anti alamti, antuma alamtuma, anti alamti, antuma alamtuma, antunna alamtunna, antunna alamtunna, ana alamtu, nahnu alamna, ana alamtu, Nahnu alamna. Now, my brothers and sisters, I'm going to sing these things. You, inshallah, you will catch up, and you can also practice. And if you do 2-3 things, 2-3 of these, you will become master. And I want you to do as much. I'm showing you in the video. Do as much as you can. Conjugate. You will become very strong, inshallah. And then this is your mudariya. Huwa ya'lamu huma yu'allimani yu'allimuna hiya tu'allimu huma tu'allimani hunna yu'allimna anta tu'allimu antuma tu'allimani antum tu'allimuna anti tu'allimina antuma tu'allimani antunna tu'allimna hunna yu'allimna antunna tu'allimna ana u'allimu nahnu nu'allimu. And I have written all these things. If you get time, practice. Otherwise, we will be making practice here. Now that we will have all the time only to do this. Maybe in 2 sessions, we'll finish it and start the book 3, but maybe a little longer. I don't know, my brothers and sisters. So this is what I have in my mind for all of you. Okay. So this is the beginning of lesson 16, but I'm not going to do it. It explains everything, how they are made, but I will explain you, inshallah. If you have time, you can read it. Huh? Read from lesson 16, book 3, part 2 or part B. Only read the key. Don't read the lesson. Read the key only key. We are only interested in key. So we'll do it, inshallah. Okay, my brothers and sisters, I hope I did my best to explain you in detail everything. Before I forget, we said here, allama, to teach. Now you see, it comes in the Quran all the time. It comes in the first surah that was revealed to our Prophet ﷺ in the cave of Hira contains this verb. This verb contains this verb, What is that? Ikra. Bismi rabbika alladhi khalaqa. Khalaqa al-insana min alaq. Ikra wa rabbuka al-akram. Allazi allama bil karam. See, Allazi, Allah, allama bil kalam. He taught you by pen. Allama al-insana, he taught the human being ma lam ya'lam, what he did not know. So here alima also comes. Allama, ya'lam comes from alima. It comes here. Also very beautiful, very beautiful. Surah Al-Rahman, Surah number 55. Ar-Rahman, that is your mubtada. Ar-Rahmanu. Where is the khabar? Allama al-Qur'ana. He taught the Quran. Allama al-Qur'ana. He taught the Rahman. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught the Quran. Khalaqa al-insana. And he created the human being. And allamahu al-bayana. Allamahu al-bayana. And he taught him the speech. Who goes to the, I will write down all these things and I'll show you. So I hope you understand. This much I thought I must inform you. Jazakumullahu khairan, my brother and sister, for your time. May Allah bless you. May Allah bless you all. May Allah accept your sacrifice of time to study and understand the Arabic language, to understand Quran. This sacrifice, may Allah consider it as your hasanat in your scale of good deeds. May Allah bless you all, your spouses, your children, with excellent health, barakats in your rizq, in jobs, in your business, in your careers, in your profession, in your education, and in the education of your children. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us all with a strong memory. And always I pray for you and for myself. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us all with a strong memory and deep knowledge of Arabic to understand in depth the message of the Quran, so that we all feel the miracle of Quran in our hearts. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enlighten our homes and our families with the light of the Quran and instill this light in our children. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep us all safe and protected from the evil of the virus. May Allah protect the Muslim Ummah all around the world, wherever they may be residing, from the evil of this virus. May Allah protect the humanity at large from the evil of this virus. See you next Saturday, brothers and sisters, inshallah. Keep safe, stay healthy, wear masks when you go out, and observe physical distancing and the guidelines of the health authority. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خيرا. Inshallah, we'll meet next Saturday, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.